House dreams. There is an intelligence within all of us. It's ancestral, deep, and functions without drawing attention to itself. But it's always there. It keeps your body running, heart beating, systems operating, while simultaneously gathering data about your life. You're being watched. This perspective on the unconscious mind is speculative, but there is evidence to support it. Carl Jung wrote extensively about dreams functioning as a bridge between the conscious and the unconscious mind. Archetypes, symbols that connect humanity across time and space, render in dream sequences to communicate specific information to the dreamer. Whether you respect and heed these messages could be the difference between life or death. There is a house in my dreams that is much more than it seems. Within this house there is one room where I know not to knock. Somehow I always sense the true nature of this room well before I enter. As I approach, I can feel my psyche vibrate from the specter of something powerful. Shock waves of terror radiate through my mind as I get closer. In most dreams, the fear stops me and it ends there, but on one occasion I dared to open the door. High Victorian walls in a room that is longer than it is wide. Dusty antique furniture. Scattered relics in glass cases. Cabinets arranged perpendicular to the wall with space in the middle, breaking the room into sections. Within the walls were high arcing windows on both sides. It would seem harmless in a photo or painting, but not to me. The most potent, soul-wrenching horror screamed through my mind. I couldn't stay there. The room visibly shook from the emotional energy, and that viscous fear lingered well into the daytime. I began reading about dreams and symbols, becoming slowly aware of what my unconscious might be telling me. The story was consistent. My complete psyche was the house, and that room was how my unconscious saw me. In general, dreams are often symbolic representations of your conscious life. The entire real is you. I quickly concluded that this amount of fear was no accident. I was being shaken by my unconscious mind to notice something wrong. It wasn't hard to imagine why these dreams would occur. Endless partying, reckless behavior marked that era of life. I was an accident waiting to happen, or much worse. Concurrently, sleep paralysis was also featured on the marquee of dreams. My unconscious was pulling every fire alarm it had. Months later, when the turmoil and chaos had settled, I met a girl from Tinder at a nearby cafe. I was still naturally fascinated by dreams and quickly brought up the house dreams. A roll of the dice for first date chatter, but I abhor small talk. Even if she leaves, I've still got my bread pudding. But she stayed and listened. I described the house, the room, and the terror. She eagerly injected her own experience with similar dreams. I felt chills as the similarities fell out one by one. I could barely wait for her to finish before I told her, "You're in danger." She looked at me, half serious, wondering why or what I was thinking. I explained further that these dreams tend to arrive in perilous times. Forcefully, I told her, "You have to fix whatever is causing these dreams," and I made sure she knew I wasn't kidding. Eventually the date ended, and we went our separate ways. I found her Facebook page and sent a friend request a few days later. During the following months, I saw pictures of her that revealed a dark progression. Her features faded. Her face, once supple and vibrant, became hollowed and gaunt. Photo by photo, she wilted. People remained positive in the comments, afraid to point out the obvious, that she was dying. I don't know exactly what the issue was, but I still wish I could go back to that date and save her.